Hi everyone, and welcome to Silverfit at Home. We have the goal of keeping you fit despite being at home, and I'm here to help. I'm Kristin, and I am a triathlon coach, a spin instructor, and I just have been enjoying trying to stay fit whilst I'm in isolation. So hopefully I can help you do the same. Everything we do today, I will show you slight modifications. So if you are unable to jump, or if you needed a slightly easier version, hopefully I can offer one up for you. We'll start with a warm-up, go into our cardio session, if you will. It's a mix of cardio and a bit of strength, and then we will have a cool down. So hopefully you enjoy, and here we go. Starting with our warm-up, what we're gonna do is just work top to bottom. We're gonna do some dynamic stretching, and then we'll do a little bit to get our heart rate up before we really get going. So I just want to lift arms up and down. We'll do this a few times just so we get some mobility in our shoulders and get our heart rates up just a tiny little bit to start. Make sure your knees are nice and relaxed, and try to keep your navel to your spine so you're protecting your lower back. Now, starting from the top, just side to side with your neck. This should feel really good. Don't worry about going all the way around. I just want shoulder to shoulder. Getting out any of that tension that you might have in your neck. 2 more. Very good. Shoulders up and back. Usually I only do this to the back because we spend lots of time sitting and hunched forward. So let's just open everything up. If you'd like, you can do a couple forward, but I think we probably need to open up more than anything. So let's keep those going back. 2 more. Really good. Those aren't your elbows. Shoulders up to your ears. 1 more. And small arm circles. So nice strong arms, holding them nice and strong, and just little circles in the sockets. These are all dynamic to get all your joints nicely lubricated before we get into our exercises. And let's make them a bit bigger. 2 more. And nice and big. Really just letting gravity take your arms all the way around. 2 more. Very good. Now, trying to keep your hips nice and squared forward. A little bend in your knee so you're not locking out. And all we're doing is twisting our upper body. So you're not letting your hips go with it. It's hip square and a little twist to both sides. Again, keeping your knees nice and relaxed. 1 more to each side. Now let's open it up a bit so you are getting your hips involved. And you can let your arms go. So there's nice relaxation. Start bending through your knees and through your ankles. Very good. Now, we're gonna lift our leg up. If you need to hold on to a chair or to a wall for support, by all means do that. Otherwise, this is great practice for your balance. And we're just gonna twist our ankles. So you're just rolling them around in the socket. You don't need to keep your knee as high as me. I just want to be able you to be able to see my feet. And changing directions. Very good. And let's get into the knee a bit. So little circles. And switching directions. Very nice. Now, this one really is going to test your balance. Trying to keep hips forward, and you're just opening and closing. Think of a gate. So we're not swinging our whole body, keeping the hips forward. 1 more. Very good. Switching sides, getting into that ankle again. Nice work. Switching directions. And into your knee. And switching directions. Very good. Just keep those little circles. Again, if you need to hold on, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, good balance test. Keeping those hips forward. There's my balance. And just opening and closing the gate. And let's do 1 more. Very good. Now, if you picture, you're drawing on the ground with your hips, just a little circle. So just moving it around, keeping those knees soft. And let's make the circle bigger. So you're really floppy, just letting everything go. And switching directions, start small. Don't forget you have a front, a side, a back, a side. And starting to get bigger. See, my arms are nice and relaxed, just letting everything go. Very good. So, I'm going to show you the few cardio things we're going to do today, but we're going to do the modified versions here, so we get your heart rate up a bit. If you need to do the modified versions when we get into the cardio section, that's absolutely fine. So, what our first cardio is star jumps. Instead of doing the big jump, for this one, we're just going to. This is your modified version when we get into the cardio section. For now, everyone's doing this. Just a slight bit more warm up of your joints and getting your cardio up a bit, heart rate up a bit. 2 more, and very good. Next is our plyo knees, or power knees rather. So what you want to do, this front leg is slightly bent and you're just bringing your knee towards your hands. So for this one, it's just about a little bit of balance, a little bit of cardio. So for now, we're just doing them nice and slowly. 2 more. And let's switch sides. So same thing, reach nice and gently. I think I have the opposite foot. So you should do the opposite leg in front. Make sure you're keeping that little bend and you're reaching. Very good. Next, we have our bum kickers. So the idea is you're just trying to get your foot up towards your bum. As far as you can. It doesn't need to be all the way up. For now, we're just going to keep our arms still. And hopefully you're feeling your heart rate come up a little bit. This is good. You want to be warm. 2 more. Very good. And last for our warm-up is high knees. So for this, at the moment, just hands to side and getting your knees up. Three, 2, and 1. Hopefully you feel nice and warmed up. Let's get going with the cardio strength portion of the session. Right, for the main body of our workout, we are doing something that is based on organ circuits, which is a traditional running drill or a running workout that you mix cardio, usually running, with a little bit of strength, and you do multiple run to strength sets. So what we're going to do for this is 1 minute of cardio, a little bit of strength, 1 minute cardio, i.e. getting your heart rate up, a little bit of strength, 1 more minute of cardio, then you get a break. We're going to do that 3 times. So for our first cardio, we are doing our star jumps from the beginning. This is your modified version. Begin with me. Let's go. Make this stronger, a little more dynamic than your first set. So, nice and quick. If you're feeling chipper and you'd like to do regular star jumps, join me in those. Nice strong arms. You see me looking down, that's my clock, because I'm timing us 1 minute. Well done. Keep it up. Again, your modified version, nice and strong. We've got about 20 seconds. Keep it up. Actually 25. Keep it up. You can mix them up like I'm doing. This is another good way. So you don't want to get too much on your joints, but you want a little more cardio. Nearly there. 10 seconds. Very good. Now, sumo squats. What we want is nice wide legs. Your toes are pointed out. You're not going to go over your toes. So you want to get as low as you can. That can be this. That can be this. We're just looking for nice drive through your heels. So you're going to get down. You're going to push it back up. 5 to 10 of these. So Trying to keep navel to spine. Protect your lower back. Keep your chest nice and tall. If you're doing 5, feel free to skip one in between. And that's your 10. Now, we're going back into our cardio. This time, it's our plyo or power knees. So, this knee's bent. We're reaching and pulling. We're gonna do 5 on each side. Let's switch. And switch. Keep it up. And switch. Keeping that front knee bent. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can bring it up a bit. So, 5 more for everyone. Now, let's go into a plank. So this is our strength. You have the choice. On your knees, and you're just holding it here. If you have wrist problems, go up on your elbows, or if you're feeling super strong, lift your knees off the ground. Navel to spine. We're just holding it 10 more seconds, or staying on your knees. Very good. Back to your last cardio. So, back to our star jumps. Or join me in the jumps. Halfway. Looking great, guys. Keep it up. Or join me. Nice strong arms. Keep it up, keep it up. 25 seconds. Very good. Two, 1. Very good. You get a break. 1 minute. Feel free to just walk around your flat if you have space, or just a little something to keep moving. If you need a sip of water, grab that. Our next group, we are doing those power knees again. 30 seconds on each side this time. We are moving into some lateral leg lunges. As far as you can go, making sure knee stays behind your foot. I'll walk through these again. Back to that bum kick that we did in our warm-up. And wall press-ups, which I will show you. Back to those bum kickers. And then you get a break. Right, so that was our break done. Let's get going with those power knees. So, 30 seconds on each side. Let's go. Halfway. Keep that front knee bent, pulling down. Nearly there. And switch. Keeping that front knee bent, pulling in. Keep it up. Very good. If it's too much, just a little. We're still getting a good cardio. And you're done. So, next is our lateral leg lunges. We want 5 on each side. So, big wide spread. You're just going side to side. Think about sitting back into a chair. 5 on each side. Making sure your knee doesn't go over your toes. Nearly there. Woo, I'm losing my balance. That's 4 and 5. Very good. Back to those bum kickers. So let's time. Let's get our arms involved. If you're feeling really energetic today, we can go into a little hop. It's almost like you're running with an exaggerated kick in the back. Or just keep it. Opposite arm, opposite leg. We've got 15 seconds. You're doing great. Or you can mix them up like me. Nearly there, 3 seconds. Good. Now, wall press-ups. Our next bit of strength is wall press-ups. Now, I personally have always found it really challenging to do press-ups, but there is an alternative to help with your upper body strength, even if you can't quite do a regular press-up or a press-up with your knees down. So what we're gonna do is just get here on the wall. Make sure your knees are nice, or your feet are nice and wide spread apart so you have a good base to go from, and you're just pressing into the wall. So you can do this with elbows close to your body. That's a little more difficult, or you can get your elbows out to the side. I just want 5 to 10 of these. So, if you're finding this is too much, by all means, just a little bend. Make sure you're keeping your core nice and tight. 3, 2, and 1. Of course, if you're nice and strong and you want to do those with knees down press-ups, by all means, please do. We are now up to our next phase of cardio, which is back to our bum kickers. All right, straight into those bum kickers. 1 minute. Let's go. So reminding you to keep your navel to spine. Just a good kick up toward the bum. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Or join me for a little bit more cardio. Get those heart rates up. Very good. Keep it up, keep it up. So not lifting those knees, just heels to bum. You're halfway. Again, feel free to mix it up or stay with our modified version. 20 seconds. 10. Break time. Take a little break. Feel free to keep moving just a little bit. If this is as much movement as you've done today, I'm fine with that too. Continuing our break. If you need a little sip of water. So before our break is over, our next set, cardio, is high knees. So again, opposite arm, opposite leg. Just as high as you can get them, even if it's here, I'm happy. If you're gonna feel really energetic, you could always add a little hop. So that'll be our first cardio. Our strength will be side crunches to the side. So the idea is upper body stays tall and you're getting a little crunch through here. So from the side, you'll go back into your bum kickers. We know those. Single leg deadlift. So this is great for balance and strength. You're just reaching out and tapping down. And then back to high knees. Got a little bit more than a minute of your rest there, so let's get going. High knees. 1 minute like this. As high as you can go. More than 10 seconds down. If you want to join me in a little hop, by all means mix it up. So as long as you're moving for this 1 minute, I don't mind which version you decide to do. Very good. Keep it up. You got about 15 seconds. And that's it for that. So next is our side crunches. I want hands on your back of your head, and we're just reaching down with this elbow. If you can, keep both hands to your head, and opposite side. Again, even if you're to here, I'm happy, just give me a little crunch. That's 5. Back to those bum kickers from last round. You're here. 1 minute. Or if you're feeling energetic, navel to spine to protect your lower back. Keep it up. More than halfway. If you're down here, give me an energetic arm swing. 15 seconds, or join me. And this one, think about swinging your arms back. Energetic. 3, 2, 1. Into those single leg deadlifts. So you are reaching and your hand comes up, your leg comes up. Just a little tap down. Try not to put your foot all the way down. Try to just give me a tap. 2, 3, 4, 5. If need be, this way. So, opposite leg, we're reaching and tapping. Reaching and tapping. 3, 4, 5. Very good. Last little bit of cardio for this. We're back to our high knees. 1 minute like this. This is our last bit of cardio. So you've almost made it. 15 seconds down already. If you'd like to join me, or if you're feeling like it's all too much, just keep it energetic. I'm very happy with this. We just want you moving. Halfway there, a little over half. You're doing great. Wherever you are in the modification, keep it up. Seconds. And that's it. Great work. Keep moving. We're going to start cooling down. So, just our little modified version. Little march in place. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to our modified version. Star jumps. Still keep those arms strong. Some deep breaths. Slowing them down. And let's just keep the legs going without the arms. Big breaths. Really think about your out breath here. So slowing it down. Great work. I just have a few stretches for you, and then you can go about the rest of your day. So, hand on your head. You're not pulling. This is just the weight of your arm. Letting it hang. If you'd like more of a stretch, you can push that opposite hand toward the floor. Not forgetting to breathe and making sure your knees are not locked out. And other side. Again, you're not pulling, just the weight of your arm. Opening up through your chest. So, fingers are interlaced behind your back, or if you can't get there, just as far back as you can, thinking about very tall, strong posture. Still a little navel to spine to protect that lower back. So you're not here, you're nice and strong. Make sure your neck's nice and relaxed. And let's just pull our arm over our chest. Making sure you're not pressing on your elbow. Another great thing is to get your thumb toward the ground. You should feel that through here. Let's switch. Not pressing on your elbow. You want to get thumb toward the ground. Now, quad stretch. This is another great one to practice balance, but by all means, if you need a chair, hold on. Otherwise, you are pushing through your hip flexor. That's here. Think about squeezing your bum muscles. Think about that navel to spine we've talked about. And you're just holding it. This knee is not locked out. The standing knee has a micro bend. And switch. All those same things. Bums are clenched. You should feel the stretch through your hip flexor and through the front of your leg. Very good. If you'd like to grab that chair, we'll just sit down into it, crossing your knee over your ankle rather over your knee. If this is enough, keep it there. Or you can do a slight forward bend. If you're doing a forward bend, just here. And switching legs. Nice flat back. Don't forget to breathe. Very good. Last but not least, actually I'm gonna do two more. This one, step back, front knee bent. Make sure both heels are on the ground. You should feel a stretch in this back calf here. Again, making sure your back is not too arched. So you're getting that navel to spine. You want to step forward or less, but you should feel it in that back calf. And let's switch sides. Feet are parallel, so they're facing forward. Heels aren't flopping in. Nice and strong. And my last favorite thing, this feels so good. Big Y, stretch it up. Knees aren't locked. T, really open up through your chest. You'd like to do a little side to side. W to open up your chest. Shoulder blades are starting to come together. Not forgetting that strong core. L, shoulder blades are all the way together. Really open and breathe. And you've done it. Well done. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again soon.